Hello, it's Dawn, and I feel very compelled to do a reading. It's funny that flew out right then regarding Uranus stationing direct, which is going to happen the day after the new moon. And the new moon in Aquarius is that sign is co-ruled by Uranus and Saturn, Saturn being the traditional ruler and Uranus being the modern day ruler. But Uranus is stationing direct. And that is something very powerful, especially since it's happening right at this new moon time. So I wanted to do a reading specifically for that. And I'm going to be using my Mythic Tarot, the original Mythic Tarot from the 1980s that I only use for special occasions because I feel like this is a big deal. The energy of, there we go. The energy of Uranus is a very flash. It's like that tower moment, that immediate thing. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. I'm saying that it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but I'm expecting that it's going to bring chaos is actually what I'm expecting. So the first card that came out, Truth. Oh my goodness, yes. Why do I say yes? Because like the day before, or nearly the day before this new moon, we are having Mercury and Pluto conjunct in Aquarius. And the interesting part about that is that on the day that the moon does the new moon, it's going to be going over that degree and bringing, I feel like, the information that Pluto and Mercury have to say, and bringing that into the energy of what this new moon is going to be. I think we probably won't get the news until whatever the news is going to be until a couple days later. We do have later on that week, we do have the sun is going to be in a trine to Jupiter right after that. So that's the next thing that's going to be, because it's going to be 9 degrees is the new moon, and 11 degrees is where Jupiter is in Gemini. Lots of new things to learn coming. So truth definitely coming out. And I feel like this is also that Aquarian energy. It's kind of that Saturn energy too, because I feel that is what she's hoisting herself up on this thing to be able to see out into this Uranus sky, this, the stars that are all out there. So I think it's a blending of the two. It feels like such a blending for me in this time of what's going on. So what other card? This is really fun. Ooh, Temptation, a number 15 card. We are being faced with a lot of choices. And I think this is the time to choose wisely. I think I had that coming out as a title just a couple days back. You might want to go back and review that video. But temptation for people out there, what is going to be offered to you? What are you willing to sell your soul for? Right? You need to think about those things. We are getting rid of a lot of ancestral karma that has been passed down through the generations. And, a lot of us have broken, and a lot of the generations right now that are on the earth right now are assigned with breaking that past trauma, whether it be, the lack mentality, the addiction to alcohol, or any other kind of addictions that played out in that family dynamic. So really you changing that and not giving in to what may have been just a routine pattern going on in your life. So change that pattern. The other thing that's coming through, Triumph. Number 7 card. This would be like the 7 of Wands. So this energy of, moving forward, this is moving forward. You've mastered this. You've got this. This is something you've got control over. So I like that all of this energy is coming out, and I feel like it's supporting us in a huge way. So now we are to the Mythic Tarot deck, right? I use this deck on special occasions when I feel called, and it was kind of calling me to use it for this particular reading. So I was like, okay. And okay, I'm going to take that. This came out. The Chariot. Oh, yes. Fast changes. Okay. So let me shuffle this a little bit and I will go ahead. Actually, I'm going to put this over because I feel like it's things that are going to be happening quickly. So I feel like it's the energy of the underside of the deck. Oh, okay. So now we go. Four of Pentacles underneath Truth. Okay, let's see what else we got. Four of Pentacles can be hoarding. It can be very stuck energy. I'm going to, okay, you're done. Okay, you're done. So I'm going to pull one more from the bottom of the deck to see what we have going on. Five of Wands. I love this card, slaying the dragons, right? So underneath this bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Things are going to be happening fast. And actually, I hope they're not slaying the dragon, although the dragon looks interesting because I was like, it doesn't have a person there. That's actually like an animal type thing. So I feel like in this situation, the dragon's working with the people. Because I was like double checking. I'm going to see it. I'm like, how friendly is this dragon? Oh, it's not a person. It's like it's a big rat. It's like it's gotten rid of a big rat. So that's very interesting. So I feel like this dragon energy is helping, which is odd because I'm going to be pulling from the deck at the end for the love of dragons. So it's funny that I was like, oh yeah, that has to be used. So Spirit's very funny. So let's take a look at what else we've got here. The Sun is underneath Temptation. You have got this. You will manage this. This is fine. I think you've got this. You know what you need to do. Page of Wands underneath Triumph. Page of Wands, right? Again, you feel like it's moving forward and it's on its way somewhere. And look at how this is holding the fire and that same flag. So really, they're both kind of wand energy. So let's take a look at what else we have coming up. The Wheel of Fortune underneath the Truth. The truth that is going to be coming out is going to be setting things in motion. And that is always for your greatest and highest good, unless you've not been playing well with others. That's what I will say. That does not help you if you've not been playing well with others. And the very center of your reading, which is falling underneath that temptation, this is that devil energy, right? You're getting out of that. And you're getting out of that also for your ancestors and your future progeny, right? It's the devil energy. You're not going to allow those strings anymore. That's what I feel like this is. The Sun is in between both temptation and the devil. The Sun can break that. And I think we're getting those downloads. Two of Pentacles underneath the Page of Wands, coming to a decision, moving forward, coming to a decision on what do you really want? What is it that you want? What is a choice that you can make that is towards what you want? It's very interesting. Oh, yay. Okay. Archangel Michael. Okay. This I find super fascinating because this is Temperance. This represents Archangel Michael, and that Archangel Michael will put things in place when the time comes. But in the Mythic Tarot, this is a story about the goddess Iris, who is depicted here. She is the goddess of rainbows, diversity, the promise that God made not to destroy the earth again with a flood, that kind of thing. So this is Iris. You can see Iris at the bottom. The interesting thing at this new moon is that Iris is at the exact degree to the minute of Venus in Pisces. So Venus and Iris are at the exact degree when the sun and moon are exactly conjunct. So where they are is that 25 degree is where the full moon eclipse took place on September 17th. So this activates that degree as far as the sun and moon are concerned. And then you have Venus there with Iris at an exact conjunction on that day. So to me, this is really saying we have got help. We've got help. And especially with all the astrology that's tying into this, this is really great. And it's, again, I want to show all these cards again, right? Look at this. So you have at the very bottom, truth. You have the Four of Pentacles, right? They are, he's got them all clasped to him. I hope I said that right. But sometimes that can be about stuck energy. The Wheel of Fortune, I think that's coming to get us unstuck, because I think there's going to be information coming out. And Temperance is there saying, Archangel Michael has our backs. So does Iris. So does Venus. Venus is going to be teaching us more when she goes through her retrograde process. And I was looking at the astrology just before I got on, and on the same day, she first conjuncts Neptune, I believe. Yes, she first conjuncts Neptune, and later on that same day, like 5 hours later, she conjuncts the North Node. So to me, I think that she's taking a lot of this energy going forward. Okay, so what else do we have here in the middle row? Queen of Swords. When she makes a decision, she bases it on the facts, right? You can see that Aquarius energy of the water bearer energy right there. And I feel like, you've had all of this temptation coming up, but in between the sun, in between temptation and the devil is the sun, and it's shedding a light on both of those. And then you have the Queen of Swords. Base whatever you're doing on the facts. Think, and also use your intuition. Because when you think from the heart, things that you the mind can talk rings around logic all of a sudden, especially with the news media out there, which is spinning stories and spinning webs, and I think some of those truths are going to be coming out about that. The Queen of Swords is going to cut through that, right? It's like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. What you said wasn't true. She is going to recognize that. She's going to recognize that. And that can be, especially in personal relationships. We are going to get more and more elevated where we know when we're being lied to. A lot of us do already. So what do we have coming up for the last? Yes, the world. The world energy. And in this, you see both feminine and masculine energy in this. And you have the wand and the swords and the cups and the pentacles. All of the minor arcana is showing up, right? The world is about things needing to end before the new can start, and the new is going to start. So finishing up old paradigms that are ending. You do have this Triumph card that's kind of leading that energy. Page of Wands. Look at how things are moving forward. The Page and the Seven. The Page and the Seven. Very spiritual to me. Two of Pentacles. That decision that gets made. The decision that gets made. And stepping in to this new energy that you're going to be having. I think it's just a matter of time before we are going to be getting a lot of things in the astrology that are going to be showing up as to what is happening on a global level. And there is going to be chaos. That we know it's going to be very difficult to figure out what is going to happen next, because there's just going to be so much going on. And it's going to be playing out for the next 3 months easily. There's a lot of things going on. So, oh, that's interesting. I'm going to take a look at that. All right. So let's get a bit of energy. Okay. The artist. Okay. We're going to see what these both say, because it's interesting that the one before I even had the question formed in my head. Okay, I get that. All right, I get what it's trying to say. This is called the brat. Some days you're just going to wake up with a dragon in your teacup, and your mouth will taste of scales and wings all day long. But whether it's you or your mini dragon that's feeling bratty, it's in your best interest to befriend rather than resist the brat attack. Moods and emotions, just like dragons, are by their nature full of movement. They're not intended to stick around for very long, and don't unless we resist them. As the saying goes, what we resist persists. So whether it's showing up in you or in someone else, let the brat have its moment today. All things must pass, and no brat attack lasts forever. So you may be running into people, or it could be you, that are just like, oh, I've had enough of this, right? They just are like, they are down to their they're down to their last straw, right? They're at the end of their rope, as they say, and they're going to have a moment, and you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to step back, and you can have your moment. And I think that, stepping back is allowing people to, I think sometimes when they're facing these moments, things are coming out that they weren't expecting. So, and it's a surprise to them, and they're not happy about it. That's the energy that I'm getting here. So I'm just going with what I'm feeling as far as this energy. So it's really funny. But yes, I think that you will find people are like not happy about things that aren't going their way. So, and then you have the artist coming out. This is a number 41 card. I like this, the artist. And I've already kind of getting a message coming in regarding that, but let's see what the card has to say, because I do love these, and the fact that they wanted to, I felt like after that first card had came out, that another one needed to come out, and this was the one. So here we go. This is for you, as kind of, I feel like it's a remedy. It's a cure. It's a treatment for what's going on right now. What do you need to do in this kind of energy that's out there right now and that will be coming? What do you need to do? It's a great day to be creative, no matter how artistic you believe yourself to be. Messages, insights, direction, and even wisdom can arrive from the flow that creativity generates. You don't have to have a goal in mind, nor do you need to make a masterpiece. Your life is the masterpiece, and your willingness to get into the right brain flow of curiosity and creativity helps align you with the genius waiting to be expressed on the canvas of your life. Wild dragon wing creative abandon is calling you right now. Answer. So take that time to really go and connect with yourself, your artistic talents, your special gifts. Even if you think that it's not as good as someone else's, that's really not the point. It's what it's bringing out in you, because I think you expressing your creativity will also bring out other gifts. So I hope you have an amazing next couple days, that the next week proves interesting for you, and I think you'll know what to do. I'll see you soon. Bye.